Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today's video is for the hashtag Christmas Extravaganza 2025, which is hosted by K&K Crochet, which is KK and Kristen. And in case you all haven't heard of them, you should definitely go and check them out. I will have their channel listed below. They are so much fun to watch, and they are two very talented ladies. I have participated in this cow or crochet along or make along or whatever it's called for the past I think this is my third year participating in this, and I really enjoy being a Christmas elf, as KK calls it, and it's a lot of fun. So the basis of this is obviously for Christmas in July, but it's also to share quick and easy or just cute crochet patterns to give as gifts, because as we all know, crocheting takes a long time, and if you have a lot of people to crochet for, it's going to take you a while. So some people, or a lot of people, usually start crocheting early for Christmas. I always say that I'm going to, and then I always end up waiting until last minute, or I end up just buying something, honestly, because I always run out of time. But I did make a few projects for this. The past 2 years I have made a amigurumi because I really love making amigurumis. But I thought this year I would do something a little different, something easy, quick and easy, that might, this project might, be able to be gifted to more than just a specific person, which I think amigurumis can be gifted to anybody. I've gave them to my dad, to my sisters, my nephews, my nieces, my kids, other people's kids. I think that nobody is too old for amigurumis. I've gave them to co-workers as well. But I decided to go with the kitchen theme because I really needed new washcloths and stuff. So these technically won't be given as gifts, but they were a lot of fun to make, and hopefully you will enjoy them too. So I found this website. It's called crochetandcreate.com. I'll have it listed below, as well as links to each pattern that I speak about. But this person has a lot of cute free patterns on their blog, and I didn't have any issues with the written patterns. If I did, I'm sure I'll find it in my notes because it's been a little while since I made this. But the first one that I made is just a dishcloth. It's called the Christmas Dishcloth pattern, and I think that it's really pretty. I really enjoyed the stitch pattern too. I'm not sure. I think it goes this way. I thought that this was a lot of fun. It's just a simple shell stitch over and over, so it's like a 1-row repeat, if I'm remembering right. And I just used all the same yarns on all of this. I used Premier Home Cotton on this one in the color cranberry and Christmas green. And I just love, when I think of Christmas colors, I know a lot of people don't lean toward traditional Christmas colors, which is completely fine, but for me personally, I love green, red, and white for Christmas. Like, that reminds me of Christmas. So this one was a lot of fun. I used a 5mm hook on this. It is, I remember now, on her blog at first, when you're first scrolling down the page, you will see UK terminology, but if you keep going down the page, she does have it again, the same pattern, in US terminology, which I think is really awesome for her to do that, especially for this to be a free pattern, to write it out twice so that everybody can enjoy it, no matter what kind of terms that you're used to. I did follow the US terminology one. She also uses DK weight yarn, I think, on all of these patterns that I'm about to share, but I used worsted weight, and it worked out fine for me. I think I might have used a different hook size than her too. So for this dishcloth, she gives you the multiple for it, and it was a multiple of 4, and I chained 32 instead of 44, and it worked out fine. I think it's a pretty good size. I mean, I have really big hands, and I think that this is a really good size dishcloth. And so it did change my border a little bit. I did only have 29 stitches instead of 39, but you can fudge your borders pretty easily to make them work too. Because like I don't know if that changed. I think it was this side that I'm talking about in my notes. But I always have a hard time going into the sides of stuff. So I don't think it mattered. It lays flat, so that's all that matters. And so that was my cute little dishcloth. And then keeping on with that theme, I made some coasters. She had a few different coasters. And in case I forgot to mention, there's like a Christmas section on her blog, and all these 3 patterns came from the Christmas section. And she had quite a few different coasters on her blog, like I said, but I didn't want to make 4. Like usually you make like 4, to make a set, and I just did one of each of the 2 that I liked the most, because I really wanted to just try them out. And that's the fun of making coasters and washcloths, is that you get to try out new stitches and you get to try out new designs. And they're really quick to make. And so she does have the square one, which is called the Crochet Christmas Square Coaster. And I love this. I think that it is so cute. And I use a really big coffee cup. I think it's like a 16-ounce coffee cup, because I like to drink a lot of coffee. And this fits my big coffee cup really well. I really like it a lot. And I think that I would make this just in not Christmas colors as well, and just add it, just to my normal decor, because you could make any of these and not, use the stitch patterns, but not use Christmas colors, and you could use it any time of the year, or you could even use it for other holidays as well. And the same thing, I used a 5mm hook in the same yarn, and the border, again, I only got 12 stitches up the sides instead of 15, but it worked out fine. And then I did row 1 of the border in the main color and row 2 and 3 in red. And I'm not sure if that's different from what she did, but I'm assuming that it is because I wrote it down. But I really love it. I think it turned out really cute, and it is reversible too. You can't tell a difference in each side. That's a cute little coaster. And the next one that I made is really cute too. I'm not sure which one I like the best. Honestly, I really love them both. Let me see. I think this is the front. And this is just called the Merry Jingle Coaster. And I think it is so pretty. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the way that she does this trim, that it kind of like sticks out, I just love it. I think it's so beautiful. And this, I also used the 5mm hook, and I still use that same yarn, but I added the Premier Home Cotton in white with this one. And I just think that it's really pretty. It's even pretty on the back side. Like, that's not pretty where I started, but this part, I like the way it gives that ridge. And this worked up really fast. It definitely changed the way your colors are to make them all look different. You could do it all solid, and it would look pretty as well. And like I said, these would be fine in regular colors, just any color that you wanted to make them in, and they would be beautiful too. So I could see using these all year round. I really like the size that this came out to, because like I said, I use that big coffee cup and it fits perfect. And it's not much smaller than the square one. So I really love these so much. I could totally make a bunch of those because they work up really fast and they were a lot of fun. I don't think that I changed anything on that flower one at all. And the last thing that I made is this towel holder right here. I love this towel. I was gifted this from Caroline over at For the Love of Crochet one year, and I use it in my Christmas decor. Everybody knows that they can't use this one to dry their hands, but I love this towel holder. Now, I did change this quite a bit. I do remember that. I actually used a book ring, which is like this. I got these from the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure I got this big one from the Dollar Tree too. But like I said, this is a big book ring, but it's the same thing. And all I did is like on the clasp where it opens right here, and then it has that, the swivel thing that lets it open and close. I took duct tape and I wrapped it lightly just to keep it from coming apart. Because it's metal and it won't hurt anything being on the stove. And I just crocheted around that ring just like I do my doilies. I think I skipped the first round and I went straight into the second round, or maybe I just did as many as I wanted to cover it. I honestly can't remember. It's been a while. But I think in her pattern, she makes it to where you don't have to use anything. Like you just crochet it without anything in it. But I do like the look of it with something in there. So in case maybe you can see that, you can see the metal of the book ring underneath those stitches. But I don't remember changing anything else, just the starting point. I did add this big red button that I have, and it fits my stove handle really well. I think that it's really cute. I didn't see a way to have a buttonhole, but it worked out fine just putting it between my stitches. Like I just kind of stretched out my double crochets there and made a buttonhole. But that's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like with the towel off. I think that it's really pretty. And I think that it matches really well with my Christmas decor. And it's just easy to, change your towels. Like maybe one of your towels get dirty. You need to throw it in the washer or whatever. It's just easy to, instead of like having, because a lot of times when I make towel toppers, I can't remember I have done something similar to this, but not this one. But usually when I make towel toppers, I will actually make them onto the towel. But I really love that you can use this all year round. And now this towel topper this towel holder was not in her Christmas category. This was in her actual kitchen category, if I'm remembering right. But like I said, I will have it linked below. She didn't use Christmas colors for it, but I just changed the colors to how I thought that they would look the best. So I just did that trim in white, and then around the ring in red, and then the actual part that goes around your stove in green. But I think that this was a really cute set. And then there's the washcloth. I think that they're really, really pretty. I think that they are great gifts for a man or a woman. I know that was one of the things that KK had said in her email, is that people really wanted gifts for men. Well, if they're younger, like a teenage boy, they probably wouldn't like this. But if they are a man and, with their own house or a bachelor or whatever, they might enjoy this. I know my dad would love this because I have gave him towel toppers before, and he really liked them. So I know that she did say in her email to kind of talk about Christmas traditions or something like that. I don't really have like a ton of Christmas traditions. One thing, I always start shopping early for Christmas. Like I always start usually in September Christmas shopping, because it really takes that pressure off of you, so that you're not scrambling last minute. I know people that wait until like 2 days before Christmas to start Christmas shopping, and I just can't handle the stress of that. Another thing that I do for Christmas is a few years in a row, I would wrap up DVDs that we already owned and number them, and then put the numbers in on little pieces of paper, and the girls would draw them out, and that was the movie that we would watch that day. We didn't watch them every day, but whenever I was off work or was home or on the weekends or whatever, we would watch the movie that they picked out, and they had a lot of fun with that. That's something that I really think is a lot of fun to do with younger kids as well, like grandkids or teenagers too. It's a great way to spend time with your loved ones, to sit down and watch a Christmas movie together. That is something that, like last year, I didn't do that last year with the wrapping, because I would actually wrap up the DVDs and then they would have, it was like they were getting to open a present, even though it was something that we already owned. But it was almost like an Advent type thing too. You could turn it into that as well and just watch a movie every day, if you had the time. But they really enjoyed that. But like I said, I didn't get to do that last year, but we did make time to actually sit down and watch movies together. Like there is quite a few Christmas movies that I love that I will watch every single year. There's one called The Spirit of Christmas. I absolutely love that movie. I haven't been able to find it on DVD because it's like I don't know if it's made by Hallmark or not, because I like the little cliche Hallmarky movies too, but this one is a little bit different. It's not, it's got better acting in it and stuff, I think, and I fell in love with that movie, and it's something that I've watched it for the past like 3 years now, and I just love it so much. I think last year I actually watched it like 3 times because it's just so much fun. I love that movie. And then the next one I actually found last year, and I did buy it on DVD. I was like, I'm definitely getting this one. And it was actually a Hallmark movie too. And it's called, I forgot. So that movie is called A Biltmore Christmas. I had to go look it up because I couldn't remember. It left me, the name of it did. But I absolutely love that movie. I thought that it was so good. I will say there's one woman in it that I wasn't crazy about in the first, like the beginning of it, but now I like her too, so she doesn't bother me anymore. But at the beginning I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but the ending is just perfect. I just love that cutesy, happy ever after type movies. It's really good. And like I said, I like Hallmark movies too. I'm one of those people. I know they're all the same. They all have the same storyline and all that, but I love them so much. They make me so happy. So that's one thing that I always watch is like Hallmark movies. I love It's a Wonderful Life. So I do love the old black and white Christmas movies too. The Bishop's Wife is really good. Also love Christmas Vacation. That's one of my husband's favorite movies, so we watch that. We try to watch that every year as well. There's just so many great Christmas movies. I love them so much. We have like a whole stack of Christmas movies that I pull out every year. There's something about having like a DVD too. I feel like it's like nostalgia, even though they still sell them. I think they do, don't they? Yeah, like in stores, But, it's so easy to go on Netflix or whatever, or Amazon Prime. But there's something about just putting a DVD in and watching it that's fun for me. I don't know. So yeah, that's a little bit of Christmas tradition type thing. Another thing that I always do is I always put my Christmas tree up early. Like I put my Christmas tree or my Christmas decorations up if I'm off work the night of Halloween, like Halloween night. I've never went earlier than Halloween, but I would be fine with it, but I don't think everybody else would be. I just love it. The longer that I have them out, have my decorations out, the better for me. I know some people aren't like that. Like my sister, she's one of these people that she will wait until the week of Christmas to put her Christmas tree out, or Thanksgiving, if you're in the States. But me, I love it. I love to have the lights on. There's something about the lights and the tree. It just feels so cozy and relaxing, and I turn off all the lights and I just have like the light from the Christmas tree on, and it's just a wonderful feeling. I just love it so much. Christmas brings me so much joy. um, other than that, I don't really think there's anything else that I can think of right now. But I do want to say thank you so much for inviting me to do this, KK and Kristen. I don't get to participate in as many cows as I would like to, but this is one, like I said, that I've been doing for the past, this is my third time doing it, and it's just, it's something that I really enjoy. It's close to my heart. Love Christmas, so I'm always happy to be an elf, and you know, share Christmas projects with you all. I do want to say on a side note that I've been a little absent from YouTube. July is like always super busy for me anyway. And then I've had extra hours at work and we're short-handed, and you know, it's just all the things that usually happen in like September, October to Christmas time. It's happening earlier this year for some reason. So I haven't really been crocheting. I haven't been crocheting at all. I'll just be honest with you all. I made this stuff in June, so I haven't been crocheting at all, really. And then my girls have their birthdays this month, and then I've got school coming back up for Shaylee at the beginning of August. They pushed it even earlier than it's ever been, going back to school, which is so much fun. And Caitlin, she just had her birthday this past Friday. She turned 18. Shaylee's is the end of this month on the 29th. So, yes, July is always super busy for me. So yeah, hopefully I will get some crochet time in and be able to hang out with you all soon. Thanks for stopping by and seeing what I'm up to. Thank you for always being here, no matter how long it's been, how hectic my life gets. I know that there are some of you all that I can always count on to show up and hang out with me, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you all, and yeah, so I guess I'll let you go, and until next time, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye.